Sunny with a high of 85. And taking a look at your Labor Day weekend, all 3 days of the holiday weekend, mostly sunny skies, high in the mid to upper 80s. That is a look at the news for now. I'm Frank Sparks, Beaver County Radio News, 95.7 and 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, 1460 WNBA, and beavercountyradio.com.
This multimedia program is part of a balanced breakfast. You're listening to AM Beaver County on 95.7 FM, 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and 1460 WMVA. Also streaming live at beavercountyradio.com. All presented by St. Barnabas.
And we're back here on this Tuesday morning edition of AM Beaver County. We're now also on Facebook Live as well. As we're joined once again
Here we are.
Yeah, there you are. Joined by Rose Filipponi and Leah Lesak of St. Luke the Evangelist Parish. And let's start with that, because I know we're going to get to the festival. I know we're going to get to all the great events that are part of this year's festival. But let's start with that. For those who may be hearing St. Luke, I'm thinking, I've never heard of St. Luke. What's going on there?
Well, we are officially St. Luke the Evangelist Parish, and Leah will talk a little bit about that. About the mergers and such that's gone throughout the valley and the Diocese of Pittsburgh.
Well, parishes have been suppressed for the last 20-some years, 30-some years. But starting in 2018, we had a new ministry team come in, and their job was to organize a grouping of parishes, which included Our Lady of Peace, St. John the Baptist, Good Samaritan, and St. John and Paul. And the determination came down that the two parishes that would remain would be Good Samaritan and Ambridge and St. John and Paul. So now we needed a new name, and that new name is St. Luke the Evangelist.
So how about that? So now it's Conway, Baden, Ambridge, Wexford.
Ooh.
So we're reaching out to a great amount of people. I think our parish totals 13,000 people in the St. Luke the Evangelist Parish. So, so we're just expanding, and now let's just go right into this festival. The festival.
Yes,
is expanding.
I think this is our 26th year.
26th year, and we're getting a lot of help. First and foremost, this would not be a success without, all the hard work of all the volunteers and the people with all the parishes. So now that we are four churches that have merged, we have people coming out of the woodwork helping. So this has really been a blessed year. We're getting a lot of help. The people from Wexford are coming down to Ambridge and going, hey, wow, this is pretty cool, and Conway, Baden that haven't done anything in the past, or that hasn't done anything as large as a festival, are enjoying themselves and in volunteering. And Baden, St. John's and Baden has always been famous for their pierogi, and it's St. John's of Baden's pierogies that we are serving at the Good Samaritan Festival. So everyone has a little bit of their heritage involved in this festival. So, Leah, the lineup?
The lineup on Thursday, which the beginning, September 1st, festival hours are 6 to 10. And once again, we have our famous stuffed chicken breast dinner. I could attest to this, that Rose made the stuffing yesterday. You would not believe the vats of stuffing. And it was really good.
We're preparing for about 550 meals nightly.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Because you said you say 13,000 parishioners,
Yep.
out of 500. I mean, that might be even, that might be a little on the generous side.
Yeah.
Matt, that stuffed chicken breast dinner is it's
it
really,
goes.
really
We
good.
sell out of that quickly. So people out there in Radio Land, if you want to come out and have a great dinner, dinners are $14. You're getting stuffed chicken breast, mashed potatoes, carrots, applesauce, a beverage. Come on out and try to get there between 4 and 6:30 because we sell all of that quickly. So then Friday
is our famous fish fry. And it's a cod loin. You have your choice of French fries or mac and cheese, coleslaw, applesauce, beverage. Festival hours are 6 to 10. And we forgot to mention the entertainment on Thursday is El Dorado. And Friday's entertainment is Casanova and the Divas.
You know, Mickey puts on a great show with those daughters. You know, it's a wonderful show. So come on out Thursday night for El Dorado, Casanova, Friday night, and then Saturday. We have a full day.
We have a full day. It starts at 2 o'clock and goes to 10. Our dinner is the stuffed cabbage dinner. It's stuffed cabbage, mashed potatoes, green beans.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 5:30 we have our polka mass.
Dick Taddy's
But
playing
during
on.
the afternoon we have entertainment. Dick Taddy's orchestra, and they are not the entertainment, but they are the music for the polka mass. And then Saturday evening, Jimmy Ross and the Jaggers.
Yeah, that brings down the house. Everybody, we thank everyone in Beaver County supporting Jimmy Ross. And, you know, Jimmy has that new single out. Maybe he'll play it for us.
I take a wild guess and say he's probably
You think he will? Well, I'm going to have to
He's
put him
great.
on the spot and play that new single.
I think you just did.
Good. I think he has to do that.
Rose
So,
has that quiet pressure, just that little bit of push.
The soft sell.
Yeah, exactly. So we're always excited to have Jimmy Ross and the Jaggers. And then Sunday, our famous spaghetti and meatballs.
Every dinner we have is famous.
I know.
Spaghetti
We just made the
meatball
sauce?
dinner. She made the sauce. She made the pizza sauce. She's making the sauce for the meat. She is the sauce girl.
I'm the sauce girl. So, someone presented me with an apron, boss of the sauce. I loved it. And then Sunday, we have Dancing Queen Sunday night, so we can just like disco all that pasta off all night. And, they're a great band. They really bring down the house, too. So people come all over to dance with Dancing Queen. So, again, we say this time and time again, the entertainment that we provide is free for our guests that come down and support the Good Samaritan Church Festival, St. Luke the Evangelist Parish Festival. So all we ask is come down, buy a meal, buy a hot dog, buy a meatball sandwich, homemade meatballs. We made 2,300 meatballs. We made, I think, 1,800 stuffed cabbage. So the pierogies, we made 1,700 dozen of pierogies. So come on down and support the church. And like I said, this entertainment is all, provided by great parishioners that donate, to have this lineup. We work hard all year to get this out there. And again, it doesn't cost you a dime, folks. Just come on out and support the parish. And go ahead, Leah.
Yeah, the other thing is on Sunday afternoon, we have the Ambridge High School Steel Drum Band.
Yeah, the kids.
And we have the Cavaliers.
Oh, yeah.
So there's entertainment throughout the day. At the end of the day on Sunday, we have our big money raffle. And you can buy tickets throughout the entire festival if you'd like to buy one. If you have not purchased one, parishioners receive theirs in the mail, but they are available.
And how about that silent auction? That's
a silent auction.
Huge.
There's a pizza oven. One of the gifts is a pizza oven.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have these huge baskets of gifts. There's a huge basket of Anderson's candy, which I think I have my eye on.
Yeah. I have my eye on that.
And I think my scale has its eye on it, too.
That's pretty good. So,
Okay,
yeah.
I tried.
So, yeah, we have that, like Leah said, we have that big money raffle. The first prize is $6,000, second prize is $2,500, and third prize is $1,500. And then we have 10 $100 prizes. Featured throughout. We have bingo in an air-conditioned classroom. It's no longer outside. You are in an air-conditioned room. And, yeah, that's nice because it's going to be warm. We have bingo, face painting, 50-50 raffle. Of course, again, I love to announce that we have that hardwood dance floor for everyone to come out and dance. You're not dancing on asphalt or concrete. We actually have a hardwood dance floor, and it's funny because the bands love it. Like Dancing Queen and Casanova, they're like, where do you go, where you guys actually have a hardwood dance floor. So we have that. And we have wheelbarrow prizes, 2 wheelbarrows, one full of appliances, one full of entertainment items. And we have our St. Luke's Outdoor Bistro. In the bistro, pierogies, hot dogs, hot sausage, meatballs. We have it all going down.
Is it chicken tenders as well?
Tenders, fries, yeah. Festival food.
We also have our bake sale. We have a bake sale in the Sweets are available. And we also want to thank our local farmers for their donations.
Yes.
Rosie made sauce with
sauce on Thursday. That basil, bags and bags of basil were brought into our hall kitchen, which was just freshly picked by one of the local farmers. One of our parishioners goes down to the Thursday night farmers market, made friends with them. So the farmers are all donating. And not only that, we're going to supply them all with dinner on Thursday night. They already put their orders in at the Ambridge Farmers Market on 65. A little plug for that. They're all excited for their stuffed chicken breast dinner. So yeah, shout out to those farmers. God bless them for being so generous and all that hard work that they put into their planting.
Well, you know what? It's an industry for them, and you know we have to support our local farmers.
Yes, absolutely.
Farmers markets, they where would we be without them? Where would we be?
Not too far, not too far. And the one thing that you guys were talking about there, and this is I can feel the energy when you guys talk about it, is the hard work. It takes so much hard work.
It's a village
every year to put it on. That being said, I will ask this. And I think I've asked this before. As far as help for this festival, are volunteers welcomed or are volunteers needed? What's the situation?
I think we're under control right now. We've been having a big push for volunteers needed. And you know what's really, I just think is awesome. And I always say, the good work is being done. This consolidation of all these parishes are throughout the whole valley. And like I said, the whole Diocese of Pittsburgh. So we're getting a lot of help from, it's just great. Everyone's coming together from St. Titus in Aliquippa, St. Francis Scabrini in Center Township. We're getting people from the valley coming down because a lot of these churches aren't doing these things anymore, Matt, and they miss it, and they just love that, the church hall feeling, and we want to do this. During Lent, we had people from, St. Titus coming over and helping. St. James and Swickley, they're all coming down because they didn't have a fish fry during Lent. So they're like, hey, can we help you? So, yeah, we're getting a lot of help. Crunch time, setting up, we had a lot of people Saturday. It took us not even 2 hours to get everything out. We had over 70 people Saturday morning that came out to help. So, like I said, this is actually turning into a Beaver County event. And with all the help from the other parishes, we're doing pretty good. But it takes a lot. We have a push, and we're calling people, and they're coming through. We have schedules, spreadsheets of times and when people are working. We're really getting this down to a science now. But we will turn away no one. If anybody wants to come down and lend a hand, we'll find a place for you. Chances are you'll be washing dishes, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Every little bit helps.
No job is too small.
Right.
We're too big. But we also have to mention the 50-50 raffle.
Oh,
the
that's Leah's
50-50.
baby.
Last year, I put 100,000 steps on in 4 days.
I can believe that.
It's a labor of love. 50-50s.
Yeah.
And we have a really interesting crowd who comes, and they really, really want to buy the tickets. This year we're a little different. We used to do them hourly. Now I think it's going to be every hour and a half. So it's going to be a little different, and the pots might be a little higher. So
there's your incentive to
there you go.
Get in on the fun there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as, because a lot of the things we've been talking about, whether it be entertainment or the famous dinners or the 50-50s and all of the different sort of, for lack of a better term, games that are going to be going on throughout the week. A lot of it seems very in the traditional sense that this is, what you guys are doing. And like you say, it's pretty much down to a science.
Yeah.
But has there been any other sort of outside influence as far as, because you mentioned the mergers, sort of other parishes getting involved? Has there been sort of a little bit of a spice infusion for this particular situation, or has pretty much everything just stayed pat from last year? That even though this is St. Luke now, that's Good Samaritan, it's still the Good Samaritan Festival, just with a different name.
It is with a different name, but this year. Okay. So let's move forward. So this just all happened. And July
2nd.
Oh, okay.
July 2nd. So hopefully, Matt, we're going to get more. We have, as you know, in the Valley, there has been a huge Latino group.
Yes.
And we have a Latino Mass every Sunday at 4:00, all in Spanish. The community is growing and growing and growing. And so we're going to have a Latino booth for 4 days. Different foods from Honduras and other Guatemala. And so that's new.
Yes.
That's new to our, which is exciting. Last year they did 1 day and they sold out. So they're in for it all 4 days this year at our festivals. So come on down and enjoy their wonderful foods from their homeland. And so hopefully next year, this with the maybe fresh ideas from Wexford or Conway or Baden, we're open to exploring and expanding with what grounds we have, but what we can do or maybe even change things.
Yeah, that's sort of where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that this change was so sudden.
It was
so.
sudden. Yeah.
So by the time that had happened,
Yeah,
all
we're
of this
done.
was already in place.
Pierogies were made.
Yeah, the pierogies were made, and the pierogies were locked in.
Oh yeah, that's a staple.
Yes.
And you had a huge crowd. You had
a huge crowd. We had so many people making those pierogies, and we had fun. We really, really try not to make this, like
it's
hard
always
work.
fun.
It's
with
always
Rose.
fun.
Believe me, it's always fun.
Yeah.
And there's always a little special twist to whatever Rose does.
when we're celebrating our pierogies, like a mimosa bar or what have you,
That was kind of the incentive for most of the people. There were comments that, you really got a lot of people here for pierogi pinching, and she
And
said, well,
Leah can touch on this a little bit. I think the traditions that we have, we are sharing with St. John and Paul, they are learning. You could take away what I'm talking about.
A lot of Ambridge culture rests in traditional ethnic food, and I think a lot of it's a whole different culture. Wexford and Ambridge, it's different. We had a Slovak church, a Croatian church, Italian, Polish, and then we had the non-traditional, like my church, St. Veronica, was the territorial parish. So there was German, Irish. When we merged in 1994, all of those cultures came together. And one of the festivals, we made homemade pasta. Another one, we made homemade strudel. Some of those things have passed, but, those traditions hold deep. They do. And, that's Saturday afternoon with stuffed cabbage. People are there.
Oh, fun, and they're learning. So they're actually,
And you
this
learn
is
how to
almost like
roll
a cooking
stuffed
lesson,
cabbage.
for the people who are like, oh man, we want to learn how to make that stuffed cabbage, and they're coming out, and they enjoyed making the pierogies. We do nut roll during Christmas and Easter, and the people that are coming out of the woodwork, from north coming down, like, this is fabulous. A lot of those parishes younger, they don't do what we do. I think food trucks are the norm. We will not have a food truck. As long as we're still,
As long as we're able to do it.
yeah, we're able to do it, we're going to do it.
And we could teach,
Yeah.
if we have younger people come in, we can teach them what to do.
Yeah.
Right. I was going to ask about that too, because that's one of the things that helps keep tradition be tradition, is the fact that it goes on for 20 some years, is that it's passed down from generation to generation. And I imagine with all the effort that's been put in and all the excitement, because I think honestly, with the merger and whatever new ideas come down the road, that this festival could go from being as big as it is to even bigger.
Yeah.
And like you say, now we're incorporating parts of Allegheny County or Butler County,
Yeah,
I guess,
we are.
in this equation, and it's going to create for this long tradition, like Leah was saying about bringing in more cultures, bringing in more different types of ideas and philosophies, and possible food or entertainment. It could create such a big thing. But I think the other key part of it's going to be the tradition that will help carry this on, for the next 26 years and the 26
Spot
years
on,
after
man.
that.
Absolutely. Spot on.
I'll tell you, the Latinos with their the tamales, the food that they serve,
carnitas and whatever. Yeah,
it's excellent. Excellent.
and they take such pride,
Mhm.
and it's wonderful. The that Latino mass is well attended. So out there also in Radio Land, if come on out Sunday, all in Spanish, 4:00 at Good Samaritan Church in Ambridge. We have a Sunday night mass all in Spanish, And the music's great too. We're going to have a polka mass.
I was just about to say the polka mass.
The
Yeah.
too.
polka
Polka
mass,
mass.
but also on Sunday we're going to have a Spanish mass with a mariachi band. So that's going to be that's pretty cool as well. That's a great mass. So yeah, we're getting there.
Matt, when we started out in 1995 with the first festival, it was considered an ethnic festival. It's across the board now. It's not an ethnic festival. It is a county-wide community event. And although we still do ethnic food, it's across the board just different.
Right.
We have
We
our
can
women.
have our own little food truck in our booth.
We have our women right now as we speak. Cookie Rich, he supplies us with all the homemade sausage and kibasi, which was delivered yesterday. So this is as fresh as you're going to get. They're down there cooking, cutting peppers right now and onions, getting ready for their that hot sausage and kibasi. Yeah, he lives in the Economy Borough. He makes all that stuff that's his business. And talk about fresh. We can't say any more about the quality of food that we serve.
Well, the thing with the Good Samaritan, now St. Luke's Festival, is that, with all these different pieces coming together, all these different ethnicities coming together, it's really come down to three things: good food, good times, and passionate worship. And, there's just so many different ways of doing it. And I think this festival is a great reflection of that.
Yeah,
It is.
it is.
But, basically, it's our faith that brings us together. If it wasn't for the church, and we melded.
Yeah, we
It
did.
didn't take, it took a while, but once we got together, everything was really, really good.
Yeah.
And we learned to appreciate each other, and the differences that we brought became a commonality. So it's good. It's good.
And again, I always say I just can't say enough about our entertainment. That lineup is for Beaver County. Is great, and so yeah, I think we're gonna have fun. We're a little tired, huh? We're we're like nonstop. So
Yeah.
Next 4 days, well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Yes.
we are
And, think again of the entertainment: El Dorado, Casanova and the Divas, Jimmy Ross, Dick Taddy, the Cavaliers, Dancing Queen, the Steel Drum Band.
I have to
Mariachi
mention
band.
we have Brewster's Ice Cream. We have a great Brewster's Ice Cream booth. And what else do we have? Our funnel cakes. We support the Rotary. That's Ambridge Rotary that has the funnel cake booth. So that's all that goes to the Rotary. So they have their own little thing. Hey, we're actually going to have a little booth with our Ambridge Police Department canine. I forgot the dog's name. So we're going to have a little fundraiser for our canine, Ambridge Police canine. He'll be there. Fire trucks should be down there, and for the kids to come around and meet the firemen, and so yeah, there's other little things going on, but yeah, there is going to be a drive for our Ambridge Police
We have things for the kids
Canine.
too. There's
face painting and,
There's
and
face-
games, yeah.
So it's a family event. Bring your kids,
Mm.
come and enjoy the weekend, and it is fun for the whole family.
And we'll have full details about this grand festival coming up at beavercountyradio.com later on this morning. Leah, Rose, thank you guys so much for stopping by to talk about that with us,
Thank you,
because
Matt.
I know you guys have worked hard
Thank
and
you, Matt.
you guys always bring a lot of information to the table about this very packed festival, and I sincerely hope that this year is the best one yet for you.
Oh,
I
thank
just
you.
want
We
to
hope
mention one more time: those pierogi are hand pinched pierogi.
hand pinch. Oh,
They're
yeah.
not Mrs. T's. They're hand pinched.
They're
1,700 dozen.
And if
Say no
anyone,
more.
they love St. John's pierogi,
Come on down.
come on down.
1,700 dozen. And that's a mic drop in of itself. It's just like, this is how many we made. You got to come down for it. Thank you so much for coming in
Thank
today.
you, Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. News is next, followed by Teleform here on a Tuesday morning edition of Beaver County Radio.
He shot a teenager in cold blood, killing him for money to buy heroin. And John Fetterman wanted him to